End-of-life care can be a tough topic, but it is also a very important one. That is why we are talking with Tammy Dronin, the Director of Nursing with Comfort Keepers, and Brenda Iverson, the Director of Community Relations at Hospice of the Red River Valley. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. So what role does Comfort Keepers take in end-of-life care?
We work very closely with hospice. We frequently kind of partner with patients. It comes up where sometimes it's us referring the patient to hospice because we see that need, or hospice referring the patient to us. And then we just figure out where their needs are, what areas where they have some additional needs. We may jump in. Hospice does such a beautiful job with everything they do, but a lot of times the family is getting exhausted or there isn't much family in town, and we will supplement and put caregivers in whatever times and hours the patient might need. But we do work very closely together, and like I said, we refer back and forth as we see them open up. So, and I know Brenda's got a few programs too to
share those with us.
At Hospice of the Red River Valley, as was shared, as Tammy shared, as people are living in their homes at the end of life, those caregivers, that support for the family and living well and living their best day, it's a lot on the caregivers, and that's where that in-home support is so important, and partnering with Comfort Keepers and in-home care is really important. So at Hospice of the Red River Valley, that care we're actually celebrating 40 years this year of providing that care in the community. So we feel very blessed to have served in that way. And about 2 years ago, as we looked at the needs of the community, and again, when you're in the home and you see what that looks like, we saw where there were so many people that may not have been on hospice, but they were falling through the cracks, and they were sick at home living with chronic illness. And so a program called House Calls was born about 2 years ago in Fargo. And with that program, we actually bring the doctor into the home. It's kind of call it, like Marcus Welby, bringing the black bag into the home.
Sure.
And so that's a great way for us to bring that medical care to them if they can't get to the clinic. And that in-home care and supplement is really important there as well.
Absolutely. And a lot of times what I look at it is we're filling in the gaps. Whether for us, we might be filling in the gaps, or if there's pieces that hospice doesn't do, because like I said, they do most of it. And then also maybe the gaps the family's having. We're there to and they're doing the same, that where the family, maybe they aren't getting into the clinic. If we see those unmet needs, we're always looking for ways to meet those. And as you said, just live their best life.
Mm-hmm.
If we have an area that a need isn't getting met, we really want to see that met so that they can enjoy, especially if they're in their last days. We want that time to be special, and we don't want the family worrying about unnecessary things that we can care for.
I think that's so very, very important, and it's almost educational a little bit too for those families.
Absolutely, Heidi. That knowing what to anticipate and to be able to provide that support, that's a big part of what we're doing. But when they don't have that stress, if you have just a break, for that caregiver to have a break with a in-home care coming to provide caregiver respite, that's a huge thing, even if it's an hour to step away, so that they can take in what to anticipate, and in the learning that we provide of what those signs are and what to expect as we continue to work with the patient and the family is really important.
So important. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Tammy. You have a wonderful day.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Coming up on today's show, need a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? We are talking to the home experts at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties about determining the ideal home size for you.